Hi everyone. Welcome to the new moon in Libra circle. I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes till I catch my breath.
Put the camera down, is that good?
No, this is fine.
Okay.
So tonight's circle is coming live from our retreat in Brooksville, Florida. So if you are here, let me know. I know there are some people that are still trying to, hey Chelsea, trying to join the group. And I'm trying to get on as fast as I can to get you in there. So I can't see who's on here. So guys, let me know that you're here. And my eyes are going to keep moving from the top and the bottom, because the bottom I'm reading and the top is where I'm looking into. Hey Cynthia, how are you? So guys, we're having so much fun at this retreat. We're in Brooksville, Florida. And hi Lucy, hi Daphne, I just saw your text. So Brooksville, Florida is on the west coast, and it's just north of Clearwater. So it's a really old town, and we rented a really old house that's it's about 100 years old, almost 100 years old. So there are unexpected visitors with us in the house, but it's okay. It's okay, right? It's not that
It's
bad.
okay. We're almost done. Yay.
It was to be expected.
Yes.
I mean, I did rent the house knowing this. So tonight, we're going to be burning bay leaves. So get your bay leaf ready. If the internet goes on and off, I'll rejoin if it does go off as soon as I can. So just hang in there. But it should be okay because we're near the router out here. So Libra is an air sign. And air has to do with the mind and about going with the flow of life. Libra is also the scales. So this new moon is bringing us balance and harmony, and it's all the chaos we've been in is starting to stabilize. This new moon is how can I put this into words? Like, this is the next phase that we're going into. Hi, Brenda. So by the full moon in Taurus, which is on Halloween, our lives are going to be completely different than they've been. I don't know why some people aren't able to get in. I'm getting everyone's messages that they can't get in, and I don't know why. So just give me a minute till I figure out why people who do belong to the group, they can't seem to be getting in, and I don't know why. So I'm double checking. Actually, what I can do is I'm sending you guys the link, even though they can't hear me, but eventually they'll know. Brenda, Lynn just told me you couldn't get in, but I see you here now. I don't know why Lynn can't get in. And that would be Lynn in Canada. Lynn from Florida is here with us barbecuing right now. Hi. Say hi, Lynn.
Hi.
So before we begin, get your bay leaves, get a candle. It doesn't matter what color candle it is. We are going to set a new moon intention tonight with the bay leaf, by burning the bay leaf. Ashley?
Yes.
Your vision board, please. So today we went on a little excursion into the park. We went on this hike in the park. Hi, Julia. And I can see the video keeps getting interrupted. We collected a lot of nature, let's put it that way. We had a lot of fun walking through the park, collecting all kinds of things. And we made vision boards, and we made, what was it called? Nature art? Is that what you call it? Nature art. So kind of like little fairy things with pieces of wood and Spanish moss. So this is Ashley's vision board that she made today with everything that we've gathered from the park today. So you can make your vision board tonight. You can do it tomorrow. I wouldn't go longer than tomorrow to do your vision boards. And a vision board is simply like a collage that you make with all your intentions on it, things you want to bring in to into your life right now. I'm sorry, I'm getting like, okay, so I'm just like reading the lady in the mirror looking at you. Chelsea, you have no idea the spirits that are around here. Hey, ma'am. Yellen, I'm glad you made it in here. I didn't see you got in, but I see your response, so that's good to know. So get your drink ready because we have a Mercury retrograde going on until November 3rd. So Mercury governs, rules, communication, technology, and when it goes in retrograde, it brings up a lot of our past, a lot of old shit, a lot of misunderstanding. This one is also in Scorpio, so it's very emotional. So if you're feeling very tired, very drained, you're not sleeping right, and you got some crazy dreams going on, that's pretty much what's going on right now. It will subside. It's not going to stay till the end when it goes direct. But in the beginning of it, it's a little intense. Then you combine it with 2 days. Actually, technically, it was last night, the new moon. Marianne, this place is amazing. It really is a charming, beautiful old house with so much charm and character. It really is I think it's a magical place. I really love the house, the property, where it's located. It's just really very cool. So I would highly recommend it. It's called Ardendel's, and it is a great, great place to stay. And the host really is amazing. He went out of his way for us, and I think that's very cool.
Very. He's amazing.
Yeah, he is. He really, he's very cool about it. Sorry, I'm getting like distracted because everyone's walking around and I don't know what everyone's doing. So back to the Libra new moon. This is going to bring balance and harmony. Think of the air, the wind pushing you into the direction you need to go to. So if you're not choosing to make the changes that you want to change because you're waiting for that perfect time, that perfect place, the perfect person, it ain't going to happen. It's going to just throw you into it. Oh, I'm sorry. Lynn in Canada dreamt that she was here with us and then really hit and she had to wake up. I'm sorry. I wish you were here, Lynn. I really do.
Hi, Lynn in Canada. It's
Lynn in Florida said hi, Lynn in Canada. She's barbecuing. So, those of you who are new to the group, I want to welcome you to the group. And twice a month, I do a full moon circle and a new moon circle where I do group readings, talk about the moon's energy, the energy that's affecting us right now. And we usually end it with some kind of ritual or healing or something like that. So tonight we're going to burn a bay leaf. If you don't have a bay leaf, that is fine. You can use a piece of paper, light a candle. You don't have a candle, you can just light it with matches or light it. It doesn't matter. What matters is your intention. And you're going to set out your intention. Yeah, there's a lot of spirits here, Chelsea. A lot. This is why we're drinking. Just kidding. So, I'm going to show you 3 cards. The internet keeps going out. That's why I have to pause. 3 cards. Each card is going to represent a deck. Pick the card that resonates with you, that you feel drawn to. Don't look at what it says and don't think you know what's going on in your life and you think you're going to pick that card because it's going to give you the answer. Do not do that, because you're going to hear what you need to hear and hopefully change your perspective at the way you're looking at your situation right now. So this is the hidden message. So pick the card you're drawn to. By the way, Lynn in Canada says hi to everyone.
Hi, Lynn in Canada.
So tonight I used a bunch of different decks. If you really need to know what deck it is, I'm sorry guys, I don't carry the book or the names with me because I just am chaotic. So when I get back to my house, I will look them up for you and share them. Other than that, just listen to your message, pick the card you're drawn to. I can't stress that enough. Pick the card you're drawn to. So, this is deck number 1. If you were drawn to this card, you were deck number 1. I think I swallowed a bug. This is deck number 2. If you are drawn to this card, you are deck number 2. That looks like us today in the woods. And this is deck number 3. Marianne said hi, Lynn.
Hi.
If you're drawn to this card, you are deck number 3. Okay. Let me know what deck you picked, and I'm going to repeat them again.
I got one.
Deck number 1. Deck number 2. Sorry, guys, I'm choking, possibly on a bug. And then this is deck number 3.
It comes with the territory.
I know. This is what you get for being in the woods. All the incense I'm burning. I can't believe the bugs are still around here. Hey, Renee. So did you guys pick your deck? Sorry, I'm choking. I will try to stop as soon as I can. Pick your decks. Tiff, did you pick your deck? Lynn's got a big bay leaf. Okay. Do you want to see the decks before I start reading them? Once again, for Tiffany, who went to Walmart. Deck number 1. Deck number 2. And deck number 3. So pick your decks. Daphne, you can't pick all of them. Lynn sending me pictures of her measured bay leaf. Look at the decks, pick your deck. So everyone, I can't believe I'm still choking. Okay, good. Everyone pick their deck. So if you picked, hold the line. Oh, thank you. If you pick this card, you are deck number 1. And this is your reading. Or choking. So let's see what you got here. Okay, so deck number 1 is kind of, I'm going to read the animal card first, but you're distracted by a lot of things right now. So the opportunities that are around you and the things that you need to, the direction you need to go in, you know it. It's just that it doesn't make sense because you can't understand or figure out how you're going to get from where you are to where you need to be based on this information and these opportunities. So 1, third eye chakra, you're overthinking. So you're way too much in your head. Even though this is an air energy, this air energy is actually going to bring balance to you. So now I'm going to read your animal card, which is your spirit animal right now is kudu. I don't know what a kudu is, but apparently it's very powerful because it's in the deck. So, kudu. Kudu gives you strength and nobility and optimal health. His magical spiraling horns urge you to claim your vitality and radiance within. Quiet your mind. Move inward and listen to what your body needs at this time. Kudu honors the divine wholeness for your body, mind, and spirit and asks you to cleanse yourself of excess. Get rid of the things you know you need to get rid of. Internal restoration presents itself today and suggests that you consider consuming nutritious garden greens, fruit juices, omega oils, and whole grains. You may also be drawn to strength training, I can't even pronounce that word, or brisk hike. So some form of intense exercise, we're going to call it. Only you know what your body needs. Move intuitively and welcome your radiant health. Visualize a harmonic bridge that weaves the essence of your mind and body into complete state of well-being. which brings me to your chakra cards. So you have sacral chakra and solar plexus. So this has to do with your sexual energy. So right now your sexual energy is probably peaked because you're very emotional. So there is this void you're trying to fill with sexual energy, really. And that has to do with your self-esteem, your self-worth. You thinking that this is all you have, so this is what you have to settle for, which is why you're overthinking and you're stuck in your head about everything that you need to do, the steps that you need to take right now, but you're not doing it because you think you know a better way. The universe is really taking you where you need to be and where you want to be, so you have to trust this. However, you need to get out of your head and be aware, because this deck number 1 is having stomach issues. There is no doubt. Especially digestive. I feel a lot of digestive issues with deck number 1. Because that's where you feel everything in your stomach. So you're holding on to emotions, which has to do with your sacral chakra. You have your self-esteem issues or lack of, which is also in your stomach area. So this deck number 1 definitely has some serious stomach issues going on right now, especially like a nervous stomach. There is a change in your finances. However, you're being stressed out, thinking it's lack of, and it's the opposite. It's a gain. So don't believe this crazy shit that's going on in your head that you have a lack of anything. Because your animal card did say to pay attention to your body, I feel like it's very important. If you're having stomach issues, digestive issues, or anything going on with your stomach, you need to pay attention to it, because if you don't take care of it now, it will manifest into something much more serious. So take care of what your body, listen to what your body's saying and take care of it. If you feel like you need to be out in nature, because I feel like it could be just one person that I feel this with, that someone needs to go back out into nature and reconnect with nature, something that they enjoy doing, like being outside. It's time to do that. Even though the spirit animal says about heavy physical exercise, I feel what's more important is you connecting to nature and the true essence of who you are and the things that you enjoy. I was just reading everybody's comments. Sorry. Now, you also have triumph success. So whatever these fears that are coming up right now, especially when it comes to money and your self-worth, is just emotional shit that is time for you to get rid of. Journal to get it out of your head. Reconnect with nature. Go walking or hiking. That's going to help you reconnect to the things that you enjoy doing, because these are what you enjoy doing. You haven't been doing. You've been sacrificing yourself for people for a while, and you almost forgot what it is. Which there's the sacrifice card. I didn't even see that card. Which you almost forgot what it is that you enjoy doing. So you need to take this time for yourself. If you think you're stuck, you're not. That's the universe telling you to take time out. Reconnect with what your body is telling you. Reconnect with the emotions that you're suppressing and work through them. It's not as bad as you think. This, even though it feels like it's very chaotic and it feels like it's overwhelming, I know it is. I'm not going to say it isn't. But it is for your highest good. Obviously, we do not look at the divine inspiration and take action. We wait until we're desperate and the universe throws us into it. That's usually when we begin to change, when we're thrown in it. Not because we choose to do it. I mean, come on, who's going to choose to go into some chaos? Now, which brings me to this card, which is bored and stuck. Once again, you're not bored, you're not stuck. This is more of a self-exploration journey, and not that you don't know what to do. You need to focus on you and not everyone else. And that's why you don't know what to do. So stop paying attention to you and give yourself the same compassion and empathy that you give other people, especially when it comes to your physical body. Don't be so hard on yourself. The other emotional card is Count Your Blessings. So this card always reminds me, and I'm going to show you the face because this is the emotional cards. It says Count Your Blessings. Goes to the pumpkin patch. And if you see her, she's like sad that she's not getting what she wants, or she can't see how she's going to get what she wants. But the truth is, she's not noticing what she's already gained, what she already has. So she's not appreciating everything she's learned and acquired throughout the years, throughout the different experiences that she's been through. I'm calling her a she because it is the card. She is the she. This is the emotional energy that deck number 1 is in. So, to sum it up, pay attention to your body, reconnect with nature, and do the things that you enjoy doing. If you forgot, you need to go figure them out and use this time where you're forced to be with yourself to go and remember what it is that you enjoy doing and just do them. I was surprised today when I went to the park. I forgot how much I missed being out in nature and just looking at the trees and collecting Spanish moss and acorns and pine cones. I forgot how much I missed that because I haven't done that in a while. So this is something that I'm going to continue to do because that makes me feel good and connected. Same thing for deck number 1. You need to feel good and connected once again. Your angel messages. Luck is on your side. And I don't like to look at like luck. It depends how you perceive luck. But just because you think things are going to shit, they're not. Because you are going to beat the odds. So think of it that way. That's what this card to me means. Show the world the real you. This is, just like I said, it's time for you to get to know who you are and what you love. New moon in Taurus, which on Halloween is the full moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. That's about manifesting. That's about the physical, material, financial aspects of things. This is in your favor. Don't let pride get in your way. So this is the emotions we were talking about and that lack of self-esteem. Don't let pride, don't do things to be spiteful and prove someone wrong because everything is in disarray. It's in chaos. You don't know what the universe has plans for you and you have no idea where it's taking you. But a win-win, oh, there it goes. Hang on. A win-win outcome is forecast. Very hard to read them backwards. So deck number 1, who picked deck number 1 here?
I did.
You did? Deck number 1 is a really amazing deck. So you're in for some amazing changes. Just focus on you. Focus on you, what your body is telling you, and pay attention to your stomach. I don't know if Lynn has stomach issues, but pay attention to your stomach. That was deck number 1. I hope that resonates with you guys. I hope that helped bring some awareness to, you know, the crazy shit that's going on. So if you pick this deck, this is deck number 2. Did anybody here pick deck number 2?
I picked deck number 2.
Oh, the whole group here.
Except for me.
Other than Lynn. I didn't pick any deck. So deck number 2 has a very important mission because it just feels, I could just feel the energy of deck number 2. It's very strong, very intense, very big. So before I start with the cards, I'm going to start with your spirit animal, which is the lion. So I know that the lion is powerful. The lion doesn't take shit. So your family pride shall take precedence now. Be conscious of your loyalty to those closest to you and your courage to keep your family members close to heart. This is the utmost importance. There's strength in numbers. Lion families are called prides. And this could be a reminder to be proud of the company you keep. Recognize the goodness in each member of your family at the same time. Release any codependent relationships within your family. Now remember, your family doesn't necessarily mean biological family. It could also mean your tribe, your spirit family, or people that you look at as family. Just want to share that. Find acceptance, love, and support in your family members, and they will find that in you. So deck number 2 feels like you're in a big shift right now on many levels. If you can't accept yourself, nobody's going to accept you. That's the bottom line, right? So now we're going to start with the chakras. Dreams. That's your third eye chakra and your sacral chakra, desires. So deck number 2, dealing with a lot of emotional shit and a lot of overthinking. However, the difference with deck number 2 is they're receiving. Deck number 2 feels like they're intuitive. They receive a lot of dreams, visions, and daydream a lot. They kind of get stuck in daydreams more than they overthink, if that makes sense. So there's a lot going on in the head area. I also feel like deck number 2 can be suffering from headaches or like a pressure right here, because that's what I feel in my head. There's like pressure. This could be, I mean, of course, I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying that it's just your third eye opening and expanding, but it is you pushing out energy from this area and kind of moving it. But if you're not paying attention to it, you don't know where to push it. So it kind of just moves around in your head and it creates headaches a lot. I always like to tell people to imagine roots coming out from the bottom of their feet. And when you have too much energy, too much chaos energetically in your body, just breathe into it. And when you exhale, push it out. Push it down the drain. Push it out through your feet. Just get rid of it. Let the universe transmute it and do whatever it does. But don't hold on to it. If you become aware of it and there's pressure in your head a lot, I also feel like deck number 2 has issues sleeping. It's restless sleeps. It's almost like they're cat naps. So I feel like there's a lot of cat naps. There's not like a deep sleep, but yet even though they're cat naps, there's a lot of dreaming going on or a lot of visions. So very intuitive deck number 2, but this intuition has a very big purpose. So be the bridge. Expand your consciousness to hold both worlds. And that makes sense. So that's this card. Your job is to help others, period. I know right now you probably don't care about that because you have a headache. That doesn't mean anything. Your job is to help others the way you're going to, whatever you learn right now, getting out of your situation and transmuting this energy and your gifts playing into all this, whatever that is your purpose in the world, if that makes sense. That is what you're supposed to do in the world. So as you heal yourself and move out of this experience, everything you're going to gain from this experience is going to be your purpose. And there is a much bigger purpose in this world. Something just bit me. There is a much bigger purpose. It is not just about you. It's you healing twin flames, ancestral, I can't even say it right. Your ancestor, generational issues, karmic energy. I mean, it's just old lifetimes of shit that you're healing. So there is a lot of shit that you're going through right now, a lot of energy that you're dealing with, and a lot of healing that's taking place. But it's not just only healing yourself, you're healing generations. You're healing twin flames. You're healing literally the world. Because as you heal yourself, like I said, it becomes your purpose. Deck number 2 has a much, much bigger purpose than a lot of them could even imagine. And I know a lot of people with deck number 2 already know that they have a bigger purpose, that there is a bigger vision, but maybe don't have a fucking clue what it is. That's okay. You'll figure it out. It's not meant to be figured out right now. So don't get caught up in the how and what the fuck you're supposed to do. Just worry about you. And as you heal you, everything else will make sense. This experience will make sense. Everything's going to make sense. Your life, everything you've been through in your life, everything is going to make sense. So just hang in there a little bit. Now, deck number 2 also has old, either exes or loves, or either the memories of it or they're showing up. And that's this retrograde. There's some healing shit that needs to go on with this. Some of them might be in a twin flame relationship. Maybe they're not together, but it keeps going back and forth. That's what this is. You heal yourself, you heal your twin. Don't worry about them. Don't worry if they're catching up to you. Right now, this is just focusing on you, and that's it. Don't try to figure anything outside of you out. It's not your job. Now, deck number 2 also has a lot of opportunities around them. This emotional stuff with desires. So this could also mean that you kind of caught up in money and the scarcity of it. You can't figure out how, but there's a lot of opportunities around you, and this one is prosperity begins. So there's some opportunities around you, but you can't know, you don't recognize them. That's what it is. You can't recognize them just yet because you're not dealing with you. You're trying to figure everything out. Deal with your shit. Deal with your emotions. Pay attention to your dreams, your visions, the messages. Just pay attention to that. And as they guide you into this healing, which you already have, that's when you're going to recognize these opportunities. And these opportunities, just like your purpose, is much bigger than you imagine. So it's going to come very natural, and you might dismiss it, how you can make money or survive because it comes so natural. But I really believe that's what we're supposed to be doing. So just go with it. Just trust it. At this point, everything's all fucked up. You have no choice but to trust it. So trust it. Think of it this way. No more chaos can happen. Everything is already a mess anyway. So hold up the white flag, surrender to it, and let the universe show you what you're supposed to be doing. Don't try to figure it out. Then you have fulfillment of wishes and power. This is how you're going to take this back. Your power is being run on emotions, which is what's draining you. Now, these 2 cards tell me that your power is intuitively, psychic abilities, and what stands in the way of that is not just emotions, but your emotional attachment to what you believe you deserve in this world. Consciously, you want certain things, but there's these fucked up beliefs underneath that are telling you you don't deserve it. So it kind of contradicts itself. You want this, but there's a belief that kind of contradicts it, and it like cancels itself out. Don't worry about that. Just be aware of it. Be aware of it, and you will see, you will know how to heal past that. Now your emotional cards. A clear solution and calm amid chaos. So this is where you guys are now. Deck number 2 is this. Everything is so chaotic right now. She's in like these stormy seas. And if you look at her face, she's not so concerned. She's almost blank because she just doesn't know what to do. So if you look at her emotions, this is where you are. Everything is falling apart. There is so much that you may be trying to fix, but the truth is, you don't know what to fucking do. So stay in this. Just stay calm and centered and pay attention to everything that's coming to you, and you will see how quickly you move out of this. By the new moon, the full moon, you're going to be in a different place, deck number 2 also. A clear solution. I feel like this is just what I said, how everything is going to change by the full moon. So when the full moon comes on Halloween, you're going to be in a very, very different place. This shit heaviness that you feel and this chaos that's going out, the way it started, like all of a sudden you recognize that everything fell apart. It's like a domino effect. That's how fast it's going to shift. And those obstacles and challenges are going to be opportunities, because now you can see the opportunities within everything around you because you're aware of your purpose. So hang in there. 2 more weeks. Things are going to be very, very different. So let's see what your angel messages are. Ooh, those really wanted to come out. It's time to release negativity. There you go. Nothing will come of this situation. I read a saying, and it stuck with me. Worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but gets you nowhere. That's where you are. You're on the rocking chair. It's giving you something to do because you feel like you should be doing something, but it's getting you nowhere. The only thing it is, it's stressing you out. That's it. You're not coming up with any solutions. You're not coming up with some infinite wisdom because you're not paying attention to what's really going on. What do you need to release? I think deck number 2 has a lot of shit to release. Sorry, guys. You got a lot of shit to burn when we're done. Conclusions are within reach. I'm telling you, 2 more weeks of this blah, and everything is going to change. Confidence is your key to success. This is your desire chakra.
It's a lion again.
It's a lion again, which was your spirit animal. But this is also, even though the solar plexus is your confidence, in your case, if you don't feel like you deserve shit, that's where your lack of confidence and self-esteem is. So this, I think a bug just flew in my mouth. This is your sacral chakra. Hi Tara. Aw, the baby kicked 3 times. She's going with 3. Sorry, I'm reading the messages, obviously. You told me this last weekend. Yes, this is, I'm telling you, if you pick deck number 2, and we might have chit-chatted and I said something, deck number 2, this was a profound message for you. Pay attention to you, your dreams, journal, write it down, take all the visions and create a vision board with everything you've been daydreaming about, thinking about, dreaming about. Do something creative with that, and then work on, I deserve to have this. It's that simple. So deck number 2, you're in an amazing cycle of change. Things are going to move really fast for you. And by the full moon in like 2 weeks, you're going to be in a very different place. You're going to have a very different reading. So I hope deck number 2 resonated with you. Those of you who picked it, obviously, or not. And it brought something to your attention. Bottom line, don't stress it. Don't worry about it. Don't try to figure it out. It's not yours to figure out. So if you pick this card, you would deck number 3. So deck number I can just see the card. It says flip it upside down, question your beliefs. Deck number 3 is going some kind of awakening. So you're probably in a shit show right now. Okay, so you have a lot of let's start with the animal card. Humpback whale, 16. So humpback whale today is an indication that spending time near undulating waves of the ocean can enlightening vistas for you. The sounds of the whale's ancient song assist you in recognizing new possibilities that reflect your gifts of the past. Whales sing the most complex songs of the sea, and some say the song of the whale connects heaven and earth. Whale calls on you to use your magical properties of water and your distinct voice to find your inner calling in today's world. Whale song offers each echoes of enchantment spoken through your ancestors from past lives long ago. Today, your ancestors bring you an answered prayer. So, because this is about gifts, connecting with ancestors and the spirit world, your 2 chakras, surprise, surprise, are not just your third eye chakra, but on the other deck, your crown chakra. So your third eye chakra is where you receive information, your psychic abilities, visions, dreams. Crown chakra is your connection to the divine, God, whatever you call it, the spirit world, something bigger than you, whatever it is. So it's no surprise that you are in an intense spiritual awakening, because the question your beliefs card is up. So you are in a place of, I just keep hearing like ponder, and Everything that you thought was true, you're questioning. Everything you were raised to believe doesn't fit anymore. So everything that you thought you were and what you believed doesn't make sense anymore. And that is a scary place to be, because what's there? In this case, there is a lot of connection and messages from the spirit world, your ancestors, the divine. There's a lot of synchronicities around you. Just because you don't understand them, listen to the messages. Listen to the synchronicity of numbers. Look up the numbers. There's messages there for you, especially when it comes to certain sayings or maybe even songs. There's like something that keeps repeating itself, or you'll think of something and a song will come on and say something, and it's like that's the answer. Pay attention to that, because this is you learning your unique language to communicate with the divine. And the divine has many bridges that we communicate with, whether it's angels, loved ones, ancestors, spirit animals, whatever it is. I believe those are all bridges for us to communicate with the divine. We all have a unique language. That's where you are right now, which is why you feel like, 1, you're going crazy, 2, you don't fit in and you have no one to talk to about it, and 3, you're losing your fucking minds because you don't know what to believe anymore, which is, once again, not a nice place to be, but you have everything you need. So you need to start taking what you know is true to you and leave the rest. There is a foundation there that you were raised. Oop, that was me moving the camera. You were raised in a certain way, so that foundation is still there, but not everything about it fits in. Not everything about it makes sense. Did you just feel that breeze that came here? Like it was like isn't that wild?
Yeah.
A big breeze just came and it was like the trees were speaking, like they were making a noise. Okay, Julia, so this makes sense. And all the decks will resonate with you, but this is what you need to understand, deck number 3. So deck number 3 is also going through some serious changes. So people that you thought you knew, you see a different side to them, so they're no longer in your life, or they turned on you. There's a lot of purging going on, and that's because your beliefs are changing. Your path is changing. So, of course, the people in your life are changing. Don't feel bad because certain people you've known your whole life, and all of a sudden you see a side of them that's it. You don't connect anymore. That's because you're coming into a new version of yourself, and this is a new path for you to go on. So this is your new journey to find and keep what feels right to you. Just go with it. You might be drawn to yoga. You might be drawn to Reiki or meditation. Whatever it is, do it. Try it. It will start leading you to other things which are going to lead you onto your path, and all this craziness will make sense. Your spirit animal is the humpback whale. Okay? So he can communicate with anyone. This world, beyond worlds. This is where you are. Just because the physical people in your life, how can I rephrase it? Hang on. Just because the people that you're used to of having in your life don't understand you, doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It just means you don't connect anymore. There's nothing left to learn. There are people around you that are in your tribe, in your life, that are going to take you to that next level of spirituality, growth, whatever it is that you want to call it. They're there to take you there. So just allow it. Don't attach to what you think it should be or how things should be. So there's a lot of questioning right now. Just question. Deck number 3, I also feel there is some love issues going on there. Even though this says love begins, I feel like deck number 3 is forcing or trying to convince themselves to believe that the relationship is something that it's not, because you're taking it's like a conflict that's going on. Old beliefs are fighting with the new beliefs. The new beliefs are telling you something's not right, something's not working, you need to move on, and the old beliefs are telling you the exact opposite. So this is something you're forcing. Not to say that there's not someone coming into your life, but if you're in a relationship, deck number 3, and you know something's not right, or if you're attracted to someone, or maybe not a relationship, but you would like a relationship with this person, something doesn't fit, don't force it. Right now, deck number 3, you need to figure out you before you can bring someone into your life. This is not a good time to share your life with someone when you're still trying to figure out your own. So recognize the signs and go with it. It's not a bad thing. It's really not. Deck number 3 also has career or business opportunities around them. There is some kind of a partnership, or maybe an investor, or some kind of money that has to do with business or related to business that they're working on, or they put out there. Something like that is going to return to you. So if you applied for like a loan, or working with investors, anything like that, this is the partnership, and this is the outcome, victory and success. So don't stress it. Once again, the rocking chair gives you something to do, but it gets you nowhere. And then your main card was the truth. So this is you finding your truth. So hang in there. By the full moon, not going to be as drastic as deck number 2, but you're going to have a better understanding of who you are and where you fit in, and what beliefs fit into everything that, why did this stop? That is happening. Okay, all of a sudden the video stopped, so I wasn't sure if it stopped or, anyway. Emotion cards. Time for change, to learn something new. Use technology and gadgets with wisdom. So this is you exploring things. Remember I said certain things you're going to be drawn to. If you look at her face, she's like curious. This is where you are. Don't let old conditioned beliefs stop you from exploring things that you thought were either wrong or you shouldn't be looking into. That's not true. If you're drawn to it, it's something you need to try, investigate, get to know, learn, whatever it is. If it doesn't fit, you can always go back to doing whatever you were doing before, but you need to give it a try. So this curiosity is there because it's leading you onto your path. Autumn is my last chance. Please don't lose hope. And if you look at her, this is what you feel like right now. You don't know what to believe, what to think, what to do. If you look at her eyes, she's sad, but then you have this one, curiosity. So you have the combination of the two. The sad, confused, I don't know what to do, and then the curiosity. Don't be afraid to follow the curiosity. So now let's see what your angel messages are. So the answers you need are coming. So don't worry about it. Easier said than done. A new start is coming. So this is that big shift. This is the big change. This new path that you're on. It's new. It's different. It's uncomfortable, but it's not bad. So don't prepare for the apocalypse, because that's not what's going to happen. It's just different. It's new. You've never been this version. So be okay with it. Doesn't mean it's bad. Believe in the impossible. I love this card because it's like snowy. I don't know. It's got some kind of like comforting feeling to it. You are good enough. So this is always, I think, for all of us, the biggest issue we have is not believing we're good enough. There's many different versions of that, but I think in this case, a lot of this has to do with religious beliefs as a child, and that's what's making you not just scared, but diverting you from investigating what you're drawn to, because I feel like this has to do with religious beliefs. You know what? Just try it. Okay, everything leads to the same thing. So don't feel like you're doing something bad. I don't care what religion, what culture, what you believe, everything all leads to the same thing. Now, what we choose, that big thing, is going to be different, but it's the same for all of us. Look at the bigger picture. So there is a lot more going on than what you think. So don't, it was interesting because this card was flipped over. Step out of your comfort zone, which makes sense for deck number 3, because that's exactly where you are. Very uncomfortable. So deck number 3, I hope this helped you. Did deck number 2 people and number 1, did it help you guys? Like, did you?
Number 2, yeah, I thought it was 1 point.
Okay. Good. I could feel like some of 3 for you, some of it.
Well, and I would have to say if I had to pick a second deck, it would have been 3 also.
Well, I think 3 because a lot of us are in another transition. So if this is your first spiritual awakening, welcome. It sucks. Is it going to be the only one? No. It does become a little easier to deal with because you know what the outcome is in some way, but it doesn't make you, yes, another, I don't know anybody who that really happens to. I've never met anyone. Oh, good, Lynn. I'm glad it resonated. So now we're going to move on to Lynn in Canada's favorite version of the circle when we burn shit. So you can get your bay leaf, your paper, whatever it is that you want to write an intention on. If your reading triggered something that you know you need to get rid of right now, then do that. Because in order for you to bring in something, you have to clear out the energy. So if this reading triggered something you want to get rid of right now, then do it. There's no law that says you cannot do that during a new moon. If it came to your attention, get rid of it and make room for the shit that you want to bring in. We did a money spell last night, so we're not going to focus on money tonight because we know we hit it last night. So tonight's intention for me, you can pick something. You don't have to write everything on your vision board. Pick one thing. Don't overwhelm yourself. Pick one thing. In my case, I put down my new home because I do need to find a new place to live. So my new home is what I want to send out to the universe to bring me. You can write down an affirmation related to something you want to bring into your life. You can write down a specific thing, or if it's money and you need a specific amount of money, let's say you need a car. Say that's what you want to bring in, whatever the price of the car is. Not that you necessarily get like $30,000 for the car, but the intention, I need $30,000 for a car, for instance. So whatever it is that you need the money for, focus on that amount. Please don't write down you want $1 million fucking dollars and then get mad tomorrow when it doesn't happen, because that's not how shit goes. So write down the specific amount, and I know people who do that.
What?
That write $1 million on the bay leaf and they're like, oh, I want $1 million. For what? Write down what you want the money for and come up with that amount for that specific thing. Don't write down that you want to hit lotto, and that's not what this is about. This is your connection to the universe, knowing that the universe is going to bless you with this intention. So it has to be specific. You have to trust it and know. I like to always add harm none and the greatest good for all, because I don't want someone dying for my house. I don't want to inherit a house. If that's how it's meant to be for the greatest good, it is what it is. But I don't want anyone to get hurt or, pay the consequences because I need to have a new house, or you need to have, $30,000 or a car, whatever it is. So that's the most important thing when you set your intention. So write down on your leaf or on your, guys, your leaves are over here and markers are here. Write it on your leaf or your paper. If you're writing it on paper, when you're done, fold it up so it's small because we're going to burn it. And you can light a candle, I'm going to use, because the candle's there, they're going to use it. I'm going to use my handy dandy lighter and just burn it. Please keep in mind to have something. This is a metal container which gets hot, but it's got sand in it also. So I have that in a plate, in a bowl. I'm kind of burning my incense there, which I don't know if that's going to fly.
Ooh, it smells so good.
There we go. Okay. So you're going to write your intention on your bay leaf.
All right, set my bay leaf.
You're going to connect with whoever, your angels, guides, universe, God, whatever it is, and you're going to ask them for this, knowing that they're going to bless you with this in return, and you have to trust how it comes to you. It's not going to come to you the way you think, so be open and willing to accept it in that way. And then you just burn it in your candle, or you could light it 19 times like I am, and just burn it. No, it doesn't mean if it doesn't burn in one shot that the universe doesn't like you and you're not getting your shit. You know, just remember what we're doing here. So you can put it in there too if you want.
Okay.
We have a lot of women here burning a lot of leaves.
It's for you. Canada.
Thank you.
Yes, Lynn, Canada, you are with us in spirit the entire weekend. Wow, we got like a lot of pots going on here with burning shit.
Does she need us burning a bay leaf for it?
Huh?
Yeah, just Lynn-
Oh, Lynn already measured it. She's got like a 3 or 4 inch bay leaf going on.
Oh, mine's getting all the way burned.
I know, neither did mine. So
Yeah.
we're kind of gonna
We have to burn them again.
pile them together so there's some air in between and it will burn. So apparently,
Well, this is safe,
mine
so
and
I'm not-
Christy's leaf are burning together. So that's the combined energy.
That's so cute
What?
that you guys burn together.
That's just how it happens.
I know, but like that's just cute. What do you think
It is.
about it?
It is. We're burning our desires together.
Actually, give me that lighter.
Mm-hmm.
What's really cool about
Alright,
doing
good.
this together is
Oh,
that
no, no,
even
no,
though
don't
we
make
can't
those,
all
don't
see
make
those.
each
Don't
other
make
and you
those.
guys are only
She's
looking at
allergic.
me. Oh,
sorry,
sorry. I
say
stand
this right.
corrected, Lynn. Lynn's bay leaf was 5 inches. Wow.
That's a big baby.
Lynn in Canada. Oh. Even though we can't see each other, just us doing this together, energy is everywhere. So our energy is being exchanged, sending out the intention of manifesting together. So it does increase the energy for all of us. That's why I like doing these circles together, because it does work.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, I was just reading like the messages. Sorry, that's why I keep looking back and forth. So we are still having a hard time burning the leaves. We still need some more, like,
I think the moisture out here in the air is worse than
I-
I realized. They're having problems too getting theirs to burn.
Is that a
okay,
thing?
we're all having issues here. So if you
Humidity.
burnt your bay leaf quickly,
What to do?
kudos,
Maybe.
because
I'm getting
that's
on
not
change,
happening
so
for us.
I'm okay with it.
once again, it doesn't matter if it burns right away or you have to light it 17 times.
There we go.
The
Now
point
it's on
is
fire.
exactly
Alright, it's done.
knowing
It's done.
that the smoke is going into the universe. Remember, we're in air energy. The air of your intention is flowing into the universe, and when the air changes direction, it's going to bring it right back to you. So don't doubt it. Be open and excited when it comes.
You were like, die. Like, you go.
Oh, that's good, Lynn. Lynn burnt a clean one, telling the universe that she's willing to receive anything that is for her greatest good.
That way. You're like, no,
Ooh, that's
Which
nice.
is,
no.
it is.
We're still gonna
But
get you.
remember,
Yeah, little
what's
piece.
for our greatest good may make us uncomfortable. So don't think that the universe, didn't hear you correctly. Because remember, in order for us to grow and get to the place that we are meant to be at, we have to be uncomfortable. And usually we're going to get thrown into that shit. Like I said, none of us is going to say, oh, my life's going good. Let me go fuck it up and create chaos. We would never do that. But the universe would do it for us.
Yeah.
So I hope you all enjoy tonight's reading for the full moon because it's in my sign in Taurus.
Yeah.
Very excited. It is a blue moon, which means it is the second full moon in the month. So when there's two full moons in a month, it is considered a blue moon. So, and it's on Halloween. So we got a Halloween full blue moon in Taurus. So you know we're going to do something very, I want to say witchy. I really do. And those of you who are in my group, you kind of know that I don't do anything creepy. But definitely for the full moon, we are going to be doing something very powerful because it will be a very powerful full moon. And it's the full moon before the eclipse in December. Brenda's took 17 times. That's okay. It took us like 8. Well, at least me and Christy, we kind of built like a little fire. You know, a little like fort. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, to try to catch. So it took only 7. But yeah, that's okay if it took a while. It's not a big deal. So I will post in the group what we will be doing for the full moon. I'm not really sure yet, but if there's something that you've been thinking about, just let me know, post it in the group or message me, and I'm going to try to get everyone's intentions together so we can do something very special and very powerful together on Halloween, because that's going to be amazing. So have an amazing night, guys. Thank you. Brenda said thank you for sharing the sacred space. She thanks you guys as well. Thank you, Brenda. It's an honor to do this with you guys because it is very special to me. It took me a long time to build this group and be able to do the things that I do in here. And I do really appreciate and honor each and every one of you, even though we may not all have met yet. But I know one day I'm going to do a retreat where everyone from the group gets to meet each other. And I know you guys are all over the world, but that would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be
To
good.
everybody meet in the group. Thank you, Lynn. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope this helped you. Embrace the changes that you're going through and know by the time the full moon comes, remember, the new moon is setting intentions. The full moon illuminates what you've manifested. Keep what you want, get rid of the rest. So by the full moon, you'll have a lot of the answers you're all seeking right now. Just hang in there. And know if you need to vent, if you need to talk to someone, that's what this group is about. We're all going through the same thing. Different ways, but it's the same thing. So hang in there. I wish you were here too, Lynn. I love you guys. Have an amazing night. Go make your vision boards. Go make your minds movies. Whatever the hell it is that you need to make, go do it now. Deck number 2, write your visions down. Very important. Have an amazing night, guys. Thank you.
Sorry about the music.
And dinner's done.
I can't get off.